So if you need to, just rock a little maybe forwards and backwards on your sit bones. And just find the best upright position that you can find for yourself this morning. Letting your hands just rest down upon your knees and shutting your eyes. And going inside. And if you've not done too much movement or practice lately, okay, just go with the breath that comes to you and don't force it. Alright, it will come back, it will get easier. Take a long deep breath in through your nose. And slowly breathing out through your nose. Take a long deep breath in. And slowly breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. Breathing all the way back out. And this time, take a longer, deeper breath in. And then gently nodding your chin, holding onto your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. Nodding your chin, holding on to your breath. And raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And now breathing all the way back out and go right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And again, breathing out as completely as you can. Lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. And breathing out. Take a long deep breath in. And down. Keep breathing, drawing a little bit more awareness to your core, drawing up through the midline of your body with your core strength. Raising our arms to come high above your head. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. Breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it back to the middle. Breathing out, lay down your hands. Gently come up into your knees and uncurl your heels. And sitting back upon your heels, stretching all the way up towards the top end of your mat. Lifting your chin, And then start to pull the body up and along the ground. Elbows in, shoulders down, lifting your chin. Curling the toes, sending the hips back and drawing your head down through your arms. Come forwards into your plank and then bending your knees and sitting back to your heels. Breathing in as you draw up and along the ground. Breathing out, sending your hips back and your head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out, bend your knees and sit on back. Breathing in, drawing your body up and along the ground. Breathing out, pull the belly up as we ease the heels back. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. And breathing out, bending your knees, gently releasing on back. Breathing in, pull the body up and through. Breathing out, head goes down, tailbone goes up. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting back. One more time, breathing in, drawing up and through. And this time, breathing out, staying in the down dog. Now we're going to walk it out a little on the spot. Just going for that little tread down. Now if you can, just have a quick look up at your hands. Check that they're pointing forwards, your middle finger straight up, and your last finger is straight out to the side on a 45-degree angle. Then look back up towards your belly and release your neck. Draw your tummy up underneath you. Now keeping the heels back, notice how it is for you today, but try not to judge. Walk your hands all the way back in towards your feet. And just very gently unrolling the spine. Coming all of the way up, bring your arms up with you, clasp up your fingers, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, activate your waist, take a long bend into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, activate your waist, take that stretch down into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, letting your arms down. Let's step on up to the top of your mat. Hands in at your heart, relaxing shoulders. Take a breath in, raising both arms. As you breathe out, diving the body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back behind you, coming up into your fingertips, lift your chin. Breathing out, step back and hold to a plank. Breathing in, come down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Breathing out, drawing into your upward dog, elbows are in, shoulders are down. Breathing in as you lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out as you push to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping up between your hands. Lift the chin, releasing the toes back. Breathing out, left leg, stepping on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open the chest, gaze to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. And breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping all the way back. Releasing into your fingertips, lifting chin if you can. Breathing out, stepping back, right leg and hold to plank. Breathe in, come down to knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, upward dog, elbows in, shoulders down. Breathing in as you lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out, push plank, back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping on up, lift the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, right leg, stepping on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open your chest, gaze to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, dive your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back. Now just keep the knee up and above the ground. Push down into your right hand. Raise your left hand. Just taking a couple of breaths in that half twist. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Take the hand down to the outside of your foot. Step the feet together behind you and come down upon your knees, your belly, your chest. Taking your feet a little bit wider apart and taking up your right arm across the top of your mat. Bring your left fingers down towards the floor to the side of you. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, come on up and just gently twist so you're looking over your left shoulder. Do your best to relax your buttocks. Do your best to relax your shoulders. You may be able to see your left foot. And gently come on round. Changing it over. Alright, so fingertips down to the floor on the right side. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, rising up, looking over your shoulder. And bringing it all of the way back round, hands beneath your shoulders. Gently come on up into your upward dog. Elbows in, shoulders down. Release. Curl the toes, doing your best to press up in a straight line, press up, push, and then back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, stepping forwards with your right foot, and take your left heel down towards the floor for me. Take your right elbow to your right knee, and bring your left arm all of the way back, looking back over your shoulder. Now taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring back your left arm to come up past your ear. If you feel you can this morning, take your right hand to the floor in front of your foot, coming out into your extended side stretch. Try and roll back your upper rib. Look up towards your hand if you can. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And letting that arm swing around the front of your body, pushing hard through your right foot. Come up and straighten the front leg and draw the back leg a little bit closer. Take a deep breath in, both straight legs. And as you breathe out, coming into your triangle, reaching your right arm down towards your right leg, looking up towards your left hand. Try and keep rolling back your left rib. Don't force. Again, if you've not been in this position for a couple of days, then just, let it come back. It will do. Try not to force. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering down your left hand to your right leg. Bend your right leg if it feels a little bit tight this morning. Take your hand beyond if it doesn't, if it feels okay. Either leave your right hand on your lower back or bring it up towards the ceiling. Alright, but if at any point you need to come out of the posture, then do. Wherever you get to, just try and breathe and move in. Just again, respecting your body's energy today. And let's bend deeply into your right knee, coming into humble warrior, clasping your fingers back behind you, drawing your head towards your ankle if you can, and then look back towards your back foot. Alright, now coming on up, and turning your upper body around so your fingertips are on the floor either side of your foot. Just gently bring your back leg in, half of your stride, have your heels on line. Draw your body up to about halfway and square off your hips to the end of the mat. Take your hands back and either make a back prayer or hold your elbows. Deep breath in, look forwards. As you breathe out, either come down to about halfway with a flat back, or if you can move out from your waist, drawing your chin closer towards your shin. of your legs completely straight if you can. And then either both hands to the floor or just your right hand. And if you'd like to, come round into half moon balance, looking up towards your thumb. Letting that hand down to the floor, a little bit of a higher kick if you'd like it, pressing away, vertical split. And then bend your standing leg and bring your feet together. Take a breath in, coming all the way back up to standing. And breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, open your chest and fall forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, keep the knee above the ground and turn to the right, looking up towards your thumb. Take a couple of breaths here. And take your hand down to the outside of your foot. Step your feet together behind you. Come down onto your knees, your belly and your chest. Okay, pile up your hands in front of you, and in a moment just going to drop your head onto your fingers. Now I'm just going to raise the right leg up straight, and I'm taking it back a little, and then bringing it back down. Alright, so starting off easy. Take up your left leg, keep it straight, and just twist it, turn it back a little. Alright, so straight leg is actually going to be easier. So lifting up the right leg, press it back and bring it back down. If anything doesn't feel too good today, then stop. Okay, left leg going back. Alright, so for those of you doing lots of practice in between, going further, then you bend the knee and then you take the toe over and back. Alright, so if you kept your practice up, this is going to be okay. This is going to be easy for you today. And then back up. And again, so leg going up high, point the toes, take it back. And then more, you can keep your upper body still. Okay? If your upper body's moving, don't worry. Alright, we're not going to judge that at all. Okay? But if you feel that you can move out into your back more, then you keep your upper body a little bit more motionless. Alright, finish that last one. Again, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Upward facing dog, elbows in, shoulders down. Just really open up the collarbone, lift the chin if you can. And releasing it all of the way back down. Curl the toes, dead press up if you can. Breathing in. Breathing out into your downward dog. Breathing in, step left foot forwards, take right heel down to the floor. Take down your left elbow to your left knee and bring your right arm back. Alright, so again, trying to open back the right hip. You know, that's the tricky bit, isn't it? Okay, trying to open up the shoulder. And then we'll let back out the right arm, let it come up past your ear. If you want to go deeper, hand down to the floor. If it feels deep enough with the elbow on the knee today, stay where you are. And then letting that arm come around the front of your body, pushing hard through your left foot, come on up and straighten both legs. Draw your hips and your ribs towards the long edge of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take the upper body out towards the left. Left hand coming down. Raising your right arm, looking on up towards your thumb. Breathe. Really strong breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Holding out into Trikonasana. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, come to reverse your triangle, taking down your right hand to your left leg or the ground. Left hand to lower back or the ceiling. Okay, and if it's a little bit tight behind that left knee this morning, bend it. Okay, try not to force it backwards. humble warrior. So we've got that lovely subservient nod. All right, the head draws in, looking towards your back foot. Okay, letting your arms release up and over. Raising your head up again. Let's bring the hands back down again, either side of your foot. We're going to step that back leg in half of your stride. Bring the body up to about halfway. Square off your hips to the short edge of your mat, pushing your hip backwards. And then taking your hands either into a back prayer or holding your elbows. Either remain at halfway today or lower your chin towards your shin. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, pushing hard through your left foot, come on up into warrior three. Try and flex the foot on the back foot, have your hips facing down. Both legs nice and strong. And let's lower down either your left hand or both hands. If you'd like to, draw it around for your half moon balance. Looking up if you can towards your right hand. Slowly bring both of your hands down, maybe an extra little lift up towards the ceiling with your back leg. And then bending both knees, holding in towards your legs. Take a deep breath in, coming all of the way back up. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. All right, letting your arms down, coming into a couple of balances. So engaging with your core. Opening out with your chest, fix your gaze point, all right, all of these things we know. And then as we pick up the right foot, place it either towards your calf or bring it a little higher towards the top of your leg. Hands in at your heart, try and encourage the knee to open up. If it feels okay to, raise both of your arms and take your right hand back behind your left. Releasing your right hand, coming into your dancer. Turning right foot, right leg, taking hold of your foot. Drop your arm down for counterbalance. Okay, and then carefully start to send your foot back. Keep your gaze up. Bring it back on up again. Bending your standing leg a little, coming into eagle. Alright, if you can, start to wriggle the right toes around or just cross the leg over. Take the left arm across, wrapping your arms up. And if you'd like to, start to round your spine and bring your elbow towards your knee. Arms out to the side for me today. Kick the leg away from the body, breathing in and out. Breathe in and slowly lower all of the way back down. Relax your shoulders, come to the left side, pick up left leg, pressing the knee open. Feel the relief in the leg as it comes off the ground. Bringing both of your arms up towards the ceiling. Left hand back behind the right. Shoulder girdle stretch. And taking a little bit of openness work, coming up into the hip. So we're going to keep trying to encourage the inner thigh muscles to do their job, to encourage that knee to open. down your left arm, turning your left leg. Okay, let's just carefully take the hand forwards, lift your gaze up a little, bring the leg up, quad stretch, a little back bend work coming in here too. Gently bring it through, bend the standing leg a little. Let's wriggle that left leg around. Don't worry if you wobble, alright? Wobbling is good. Right arm coming across, left arm linking underneath. And then coming down. Elbow down towards the knee. Lots of good work coming on here. Lower back stretch, got a massive stretch coming through the glutes and the hips. That's why sometimes it's difficult if the hips are a bit tight. The eagle can be quite a challenging position. Let's come on up, extend the arms, kick the leg away, breathe in and out, breathe in and out, lower that leg down, hands back in at your heart, breathe in, raising both arms, breathing out, diving your body forwards. This time I'd like you to step back with your left foot, leave your right leg at the top. Alright, now just straighten up that front leg for me. Alright, just push back a little. Push back into your hips and lift your chin. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Alright, now re-bend the knee. Alright, now do your best not to climb up your leg. Alright, I do see this, okay? So I want you to brace that front leg, push, and then spring lightly up. Alright, so use the ground to get you up, rather than your hands, you know, climbing up the leg. Alright, because you can do it. Alright, it's just training yourself to accept that's what's going on. Breathing in, turning your palms. As you raise your arms, look either up between your hands or close the space off around the face. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. You know we're looking to try and get the ribs front facing, nose and navel facing the short end of your mat. Let's come to warrior two, where it changes. You have your navel facing the long edge of your mat, but your nose is still facing the front. Okay, so you're looking along the center finger. Open backwards with your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under, and we say of this posture, we try and take the arrogance. And I think you know what I mean, don't you? It's like those of you with like gymnastics background or dance background, I do this all the time. You open it all the way back, all right? So we try to be a bit more subtle with it. And we try and tuck down the tailbone a little, tuck in the ribs a little, and then as we gaze along the finger, okay, less of disdain, okay, more of humanity. Let's reach back and looking up. Reaching away as far as you can. If you feel good, straighten that front leg. If you feel really good, let's lift the heel, the toes even. Don't lift the heel. Slowly cartwheel those hands around. Turn your back knee, pop it down into the floor for me. Turn open your front foot and we'll come into lizard. Alright, so just again, relaxing out your shoulders, looking forwards. I know that a lot of people, they really just want to get their elbows on the ground, okay? Try and soften at the elbows and move out from the waist. And hopefully you'll feel that's a deeper stretch coming up into the top of your right hip. Alright, bring your body back on up. Turn your foot, bring your shoulders back. Hips driving forwards. Alright, now if you prefer this morning, just keep your hands down. If you feel okay with it, raising your arms up. And you can either look up between your hands, or we can can start to open it back. And then drawing it down. So I'm just going one time into either half split, 3/4 or full. Alright, so whichever one we're using, trying to arch the back away. Alright, you're going to need that if you go to full split. Trying to keep the chin up for me today. Alright, so draw the body open. Breathe. And then let's draw up, knees together. Now taking a breath in, raise your right arm, going into some arm circles, breathing out. Follow your fingers as you go back. And again, left arm, breathing in, follow the fingers and open back. Right arm up, follow the fingers and open it back. Left arm coming up, breathe in, breathe out and opening it back. And again, breathing in, raise your arm, open the chest, open the shoulders. And again, breathing in, breathing out, opening back. All right, then from here, if you feel okay with it, taking a hold of your elbows, maybe offering your chest up towards the ceiling a little. If you feel okay to move on, maybe reach towards the back of your legs, maybe take your heels, and only if it feels natural to you, open the neck, open the chest and the throat. And then drawing the chin in, engaging with your core, sliding your hands forward, spreading your fingers out nice and wide, pushing back off into a downward dog. And let's raise the right leg nice and high, bend the knee a little, point the toe, and open at the hip. Alright, now coming into your one leg plank. So lock down the right leg to the left and come forwards, gazing slightly ahead. Pulling up through the belly, shoulders drawn back, and breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then draw your body all the way back up again. Now placing the edge of your right foot to the floor and centralizing your right hand. You're going to come up into side plank. Raising your left arm, reaching it away. You can either make it easier by stepping your top foot in front. You can make it harder by taking your back foot towards the ground behind you and maybe lifting up and out into wheel. And then coming slowly back, everybody back to a downward dog. Stepping your right foot up between your hands, lifting your chin and releasing the knee back. But then I'd just like you to step your back knee just a little bit closer in. Take a deep breath in, raising your left arm. And as you breathe out, bring your elbow to the far side of your thigh, hands in prayer. Draw down, twist and look towards the back of the room. Really draw up your right elbow so there's lots of air going around your armpit. Alright, now either stay for another breath or put your hand down by the side of your foot. Maybe lift up your back knee and maybe bring back over your right arm, looking up towards your hand. And then everybody letting the knee back down, untangle your body, hands either side of your foot, and step the feet softly back in together. deep breath in, coming all of the way back up. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. And breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, step your right foot back behind you, leaving your left leg at the top. And then from here, okay, again, really using the hamstrings in this leg. Bring your body up, come on up into warrior one. There you go. All right, believe that you can do it, you will do it. Arms coming up to the ceiling for warrior one. Either look between your hands, or you're going to look up towards your thumbs. Try and bring your hips around, your chest around. Into warrior two. Alright, so again, draw a lengthening feeling to the lower end of your body, okay? And then as you press out into the knees, they're opening up so you get the inner thigh muscles to work. Relaxing the shoulders, okay, and gazing almost nonchalantly along the center of your left hand. Reach on back into reverse, looking up towards your upper hand. Maybe see if you can straighten that front leg. Maybe see if you can raise your toes. And then carefully, we're going to bring it all of the way back down. Turn your back leg, let your knee come down to the floor. Turn your front foot open and have both of your hands softly on the inside. Alright, so again, as you come forwards and out from your waist, gently soften at the elbows. And try not to drop, try not to force. Let that breath be present, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Let's straighten up that foot and let's raise both of your arms if you want to. If it's too much to bring those arms up today, leave them down by your side. You may be looking between your hands. You maybe bring the hands in together and open it back. Slowly bring it back down. Let's bring it back onto the back knee. So here we have a half split. So with half split, we're doing our best to push out through the back of the body so the back line gets straighter. All right, pulling the tummy up, lifting the chin. That will also happen when we come forwards into three-quarter split. All right, we're still looking to arch the spine and press outwards. If you come to your full split, your back is already compliant, basically, okay? It knows that it's going to be okay. All right, so again, you will feel a back bend because of the position of your upper body. All right, now let's bring the knees up together again. And this time we're coming up into your crow position. So I'd like you to bring the balls of your feet together and the heels together. And we'll come up into a balance, first of all, on your toes. Shoulders open. Now in a moment I'm going to go up into crow, alright, you don't have to, alright, you can remain here. We're then going to, if you want to, go forwards into a tripod headstand and back down again. Again, you don't have to, alright? And if you haven't got anything in front of you to use, then that's alright, we'll do it on another day. I know some of you can. So I'm putting my hands down in towards the floor. Alright, we have a little softness to the elbows, and then we're gently bringing it forwards. Okay, we're finding that balance. And then if you want to, you go all the way down, tucking the head towards the floor, and then lifting your legs lift taking your hands down to the ground. All right, pushing back off into your downward dog. Let's take that left leg high to the ceiling. Bend the knee a little, point the toe, looking up towards your belly. And then we'll come through into your one leg plank. Locking the legs in together. Take a couple of breaths here, getting a little bit of core involvement. And then coming all of the way back up, laying the left edge of your foot to the floor of your left foot. Left, left, left. All right, then from here, either stepping your foot in front if you want to make it easier, or if you did so last time, taking your hand back behind you and then coming out into wheel. So your foot comes back flat to the floor, opening it back out, and then slowly drawing back around again. Alright, so back off into your downward facing dog. I'm going to step the left foot forwards and drop the right knee halfway down your mat. And bring your upper body back on up. Taking a deep breath in, raise your right arm. And as you bring your elbow to the far side of your knee, leaning forwards again, we have that openness there to your armpit and looking down. And if today this is plenty, I'd like to stay there for another breath. All right, if you can take your hand down to the floor, place it by the side of your foot, lift up your back knee, and then maybe bring back over your left arm. Look up. Alright, then everybody letting that knee back down upon the floor. Hands either side of your foot. And let's carefully step the feet together at the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Come all of the way back on up. Breathing out. Alright, releasing it down. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back down onto the floor. We're going to take a couple of positions off the ground. Okay, for you stay, and then coming into a little bit of relaxation at the end. So just relaxing out your shoulders. Okay, coming up into your tiptoes. And then as you come down, bending your knees. Alright, if your knees aren't happy with this, please come down a different way. Gently sitting your heels back for me. Sitting your bottom back. Okay. Hopefully without using your hands. There we are. Let's bring the right foot towards the inside of your inner thigh. And let's bring across your right arm towards your left leg. Reaching over for the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot. With your left hand, let it come back behind you if you can. Maybe find your inner thigh. Alright, now all levels here. So we can look down towards the knee, that might be enough. Alright. For those of you who need to go further, okay, reach your hand a little bit further and then maybe lay your head to the far side of your knee. And then you're looking back behind you. Bring the body back up. Alright, now I'm just going to swing around to the side so you can see this. So I'm going to take this leg, the right leg, back behind you so that the bottom and the heel come into contact with each other. Now this is really going to open up the side of your body. So your left hand, reaching it firstly over towards your right leg. Then we're going to lean over and then letting your right arm come over. Then I'd like you, if you could, to turn your gaze back up towards the ceiling. Alright, so this is our primary mode, okay? If those of you who want to take it further, you take it through your left hand underneath and find your heel. And then you take your hand over and you find your heel on the other side too. Bring your right leg over the top of your left leg and fold your left leg beneath you. Sit your body up nice and tall. Bring your left arm across, hug the knee in towards you and look over your right shoulder. To take it just a little further, elbow across, half breath. To take it a little further, take your hands underneath and find your fingers. Either stay for another breath, or for those of you who'd like to go into your hand balance, have your elbow to tuck in underneath the side of your thigh, lean forwards, have your hands parallel, and then lift and balance, and maybe separate the legs. And then when you're ready, we'll all come back out and come into boat. So, pulling up through your core, you can hold your legs today and keep your knees bent, or you can take your hands off. You can straighten your legs, okay, and then pull your body up a little higher so you're looking up towards your toes. Breathing in and out. Deep breath. Use your core and out. Again, breathing in and out. One more breath in and out. Let your hands down, let your legs lower down gently. Bring in your left leg, let the knee open up, and let's bring the left hand across. Alright, so either the knee, the shin, the ankle, or the foot, alright, wherever works for you. You can take your right hand back round and see if you can find your inner thigh. You could, if you need to, take your hand further and then put your head to the side of your knee. And then drawing your body back up. Let's take this leg so it goes round the other way, heel towards your bottom. And then bring your right arm across, holding on to your left thigh. And then gently lean your shoulder down. Then bringing back over your left arm and maybe finding the foot. It's not really that important. Okay, more so the gaze, if you can, to rotate your body up towards the ceiling would be the bit that changes. And if you can, the arms going over the top of the head. So don't worry if you don't find the foot. Okay, almost better that it dangles, but you turn your torso, because that's the bit that we want to change. Now those of you going deeper, you're finding your heel, and then you find the heel on the other side. The same thing there, just keep rotating the body. And then coming back out. And then we'll bring back around. The left leg over the top of right. Right tucks underneath. Alright, unless the knees doesn't like that, in which case leave it straight. Bring in your right arm to your left knee, looking over your shoulder. Either maybe half prayer to take you around further, or you're reaching around finding your fingers. And again, either stay for another breath, or the hand balance. Okay, your fallen angel. And all this basically does is just take the position into a deeper level of stretch. bent. Okay, you could do. And we're breathing out, just tucking under, breathing in, breathing out as we're coming up. All right, some of you do this regularly with me. All right, so deep breath in, or maybe do it regularly with somebody else, I don't mind, okay? And then you can take it a little bit further, but I know some of you can do this. Breathing in, and then breathing out as you come all of the way up and lifting. All right, breathing in, but this is very much, again, the back. This is one of the harder positions we use in Pilates, okay? The back has to be really compliant, and it has to be up for it, because it needs to be smooth, all right? If it's not smooth, you know, you're really going to force your abdominals forwards, all right? Or you're going to rely on your shoulders. But either way there, it's not quite there today, all right? So what I would much rather do, and this is what I do myself, all right, we'll go down to halfway. You're still working hard, all right? It doesn't make it any easier, just go to halfway. All right, so it's just working in with what your body will do, okay, effectively. And we will be covering a lot more of this tomorrow in Pilates. All right, so for those of you who want to, again, build up your core a little bit more, all right? Really, the benefit of that for your yoga practice just means a lot of your balances are going to be so much easier. All right, also your standing work will be so much easier. Now, everybody, we're going to go down to the floor for our last little bit. So I'm going to offer up that we take a shoulder stand and plow. If you do not want to go into shoulder stand and plow, we're going to work into happy baby. All right, so there's going to be lots of different things we can do. Then we're going to work into a twist on our backs, and then we're going to take some relaxation. All right, so just the last couple of things here. But if there's anything that we're doing, you're thinking, do you know what, I'm going to benefit more if I stay up and I pull on the back of my legs. If that would be something that suited you more today, that would be okay. What we're looking to achieve on this last bit is just to release out the back muscles, all right, so that you don't feel anything untoward tomorrow. So those of you who want to come down, you're going to lower your body down slowly. So first of all, I'm going to cover your baby, happy baby, sorry. So you're reaching on the insides of your legs and you're holding onto your heels and you're drawing your knees, if you can, downwards to the sides of your body. Those of you working your shoulder stand, you're peeling yourself over. You're holding and supporting your lower back and you're sending your legs straight up. Remember, don't move your head. If you're in a shoulder stand, you need that stillness. All right, keep staying in your shoulder stand or happy baby. I'm going to cover one more aspect here. You can, on this position, draw your knees towards your forehead. So if you're in shoulder stand, just gently dropping your knees in. If that's a little intense, come back down. And for those of you who want to straighten your legs after a moment, going into plow, and maybe holding onto your hands behind your back. All right, but again, like I said, it's a big stretch on the back, so you might not want to do all of that today. All right, last couple of breaths, either in shoulder stand or plow. Those of you still in happy baby, if you want to, you could straighten your legs out for the last bit. Okay, and then everybody slowly making their way back to the earth. I'm just going to hold the right knee towards the chest, right knee coming across the body. Now here comes our options. We could just have our right arm to the side and look towards the hand. We could bend up the left leg and take a hold of it with our right hand. We could straighten the right leg and hold on to it with your left hand. Either way, you're looking over your right shoulder. Slowly bring it back in. Left knee coming in towards you. Let's bring the left knee across the body. Alright, so that might be enough, and you're looking over towards your left hand. Or for those of you who do this, then you could maybe take a hold of your right foot with your left hand, and then you could maybe straighten up your left leg. And then again, still looking over your left shoulder. And gently releasing your legs, taking your legs out straight. Have your palms up towards the ceiling. And just shutting your eyes. And just taking just a couple of sighs. So deep breath in. And do that as many times as you need to. And you can either sigh out through your mouth, or you can keep your mouth shut and you can sigh down into your body. Whichever way we're doing it, we're just trying to let go. So we're just, for the last couple of moments of our practice, just letting your body soak up all of the good work that you've done for it. And then just coming into letting your eyebrows raise and your mouth begin to soften. Try and relax your shoulders, relaxing the muscles through your back, through your belly. Letting your arms gently feel like they're opening out away from the body. Relax those muscles just below the neck, the postural muscles that hold your shoulders back. Relaxing the muscles through your legs, your feet. Just letting them be completely relaxed. Let them do nothing. And just be aware of the imprint of your body being a little bit heavier to the ground. Just being aware of your heartbeat, maybe the sounds around you, and be unaware. Just letting go of your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Your body is going to be so busy inside, recovering. The muscles are recovering and getting stronger with each practice that you take. Now, without moving, just starting to let the breath come a little deeper in through your nose and out through your nose. And just changing that one thing without force, Just changing that one thing. Maybe envisage your lungs and like two big pillowcases. Try and fill the whole of the corners of the pillowcases up. And just let the breath, let the belly rise and fall. And feel the cooling breath coming into the brain, coming into the tissue of the muscles around the whole of your body. Increasing the blood flow, increasing the energy level. Now, if you're in your own home today, you can stay a little longer in your relaxation, or you can start to think about coming back. So maybe we stretch the fingers and toes a little. Alright, then decide today, maybe today it's a day to wrap up and hug the body in tight, or maybe you want to stretch your body out long. Alright, everybody's different, everybody's having a different day, so just see which is the right one for you today. Then after a couple of deeper breaths and a couple of natural movements of your choice, we're going to work the feet back to the ground and gently bring ourselves back around. And now if we just connect our first finger and thumb together and let the other three fingers lengthen away. And I want you to imagine you're just holding one grain of sand. Alright, but it's that grain of sand that connects you to everybody else and to the rest of the universe. And if for just one moment we just think the most positive thoughts that we can and sending positive healing out to the rest of the world and the rest of the universe. Just that surge of energy coming from you to somebody else, or to a collective of people. Whatever you feel is important in this moment. Now taking a deep breath in, raising both of your arms. Come to a high prayer position above your head. As you breathe out, bring your hands to your crown, to your third eye, to your throat, and stopping in at your heart. I'm going to finish with a single Om. Feel free to join in or listen along. Deep breath in. Namaste. We can bow to each other, honouring our light, honouring our practice, and as I was saying, passing on that positive message of goodwill to everybody. Very well done this morning, everybody.